All right, guys, we are live. Guys, welcome to the Garden Podcast. This is my very first podcast, our very first episode here at the Garden. Um, Thank you for tuning in. Whether it's on Spotify, whether it's on YouTube, whether you're watching it or you're just listening to it, thank you for tuning in. I am very grateful for that, guys. I'm super excited for this. I got a lot of passion behind this project. I've got a lot of ideas and cool things that we can get started and hope and let's get right into it. I want to talk a little bit more about these ideas and what I'm trying to do with this podcast. But I guess if you don't know me, guys, my name is Albert Gomez. I represent the Gomez Boxing brand. Um, if you don't know what the Gomez Boxing brand is, my family and I have a boxing brand that's really based around my brother Julio Gomez right now, and he is a professional boxer, and he's actually competing this month. So if you aren't checking him out, check him out. He's fighting March 23rd here in Atlanta, Georgia. I help train with him a little bit. I help manage him, most importantly, and I also do a little bit of boxing coaching on the side for youth groups and some teenagers as well. But right now my main focus is managing my brother, helping him out in whatever I can. He's I like to be there for him whenever I can. So that's kind of what my main focus is right now. Hopefully in the future I want to get a little bit more into the promotion side of boxing. I want to hold events and have our own events here in Atlanta, Georgia. Have a stable of fighters, and I think that'd be something pretty cool. But I kind of just I got high hopes for that as well. But like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. That's kind of what I do um on a day to day nowadays. I also used to own a moving company. A lot of the people that I've met in the last 2 years, I want to say, has come from my connections through the moving business. I owned a local moving company here in Atlanta, Georgia, that I owned and operated for about 2 years. 2 years. Man, that came with a lot of ups and downs, as any business owner can tell you that. That came with a lot of ups and downs, and that's kind of what I wanna really emphasize in this podcast for you listeners out there. That I want to bring on people that aren't afraid to talk about their story, share their story with the world, and so hopefully you guys could resonate with it. Hopefully you guys can take something good from it. I I'm like I said, I'm very grateful for anybody listening. But if I could help anybody in these conversations that I look forward to having with my guests on this podcast, well, that's just a win-win on both cases. But guys, the name of the podcast is The Garden Podcast. If you don't know what that means, I'm happy to explain it to you guys. The garden metaphor is kind of just what it is, man. It's a garden. The garden. This is my garden here at my home, but you at your home as the listener, or my guest here, whoever it will be in the future, has also got a garden. And if you don't have a garden, you are in every way capable of starting your own garden. That the metaphor for the garden is really just, if you have an idea, if you have goals to build something for yourself or for your family, the garden is that representation of that. It is the representation of being able to plant a seed, water it, nurture it, and watching it grow, watching it blossom into what you knew it would be. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I'm working on with myself too. This is something new to me. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, this is something new to me as well. And I just planted the seed. So I hope to see it blossom sooner than later. But hey, with gardening, it's all about patience. It's all about waiting it out. It's all about, continuing to nurture it on the daily, continuing to take care of it on the daily, because it's the same with your dreams and your goals, guys. You guys want to continue to keep working at it every day. Don't forget about it. Just keep grinding, keep going at it. And eventually those fruits, those flowers will blossom. and you guys that'll motivate you even more. So that's kind of what that metaphor of the garden is, guys. That it's I want to keep it nice and simple there. I'm sure when I have when I have my different guests on, I'll be happy to dive more into it. But like I said, this is an introduction video, and I'll just keep it nice and short there. but but guys, if you guys are curious of what kind of people I'll be bringing onto the podcast, or even if yourself is somebody that's interested on coming on and having a good conversation with me, because man, you can ask anybody I know. If you catch me at a good time, I'll talk all day long, but a lot of that turns into rambling. I'll try not to do that on here, but I'll try my best to keep it nice and short and just good conversation overall. But guys, I'm looking to bring on entrepreneurs, business owners, up and coming artists, photographers, and those are just kind of like the main idea for it. But honestly, anybody willing to share their story with my audience, or anybody listening, I would be grateful to have you on, and we could, like I said, have a good conversation about whatever it is you do, whatever industry you're in. And because a lot of the times, guys, we see a lot of people on the internet that are glamorized and shown on TV, actors, singers, this and that. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure they've had their fair share of hardships and their fair share of complications getting to where they are today. But I'm not here to discredit that. I'm here to put a little bit of light on the people behind that as well. If you got a camera shooting at a singer, there's always someone behind the camera, right? There's always a production team behind these shows, and I've always been very curious how those people go about their careers. I'm sure they have passions for filmmaking, but they don't have passions for being in front of a camera. And man, how great would it be to hear those passions of those people that you don't normally get to hear about? And I think that's going to be the great thing about this podcast, that I hope we can highlight those moments for these people, and I hope that you guys get to see it, because man, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear from these. I have a list of people that are so excited to come on. I just have to get them scheduled, get them out here. And a cool thing about this podcast that I'm really also looking forward to is, like I said, man, I have so many ideas. This is just the beginning. As you guys can see, if you're watching, there's a backdrop behind me that I kind of been working on to make it look a little bit gardeny. But if you're listening, just imagine a backdrop, a green backdrop behind me. But yeah, anyways, what I was trying to get at is one of the ideas that I have for all my entrepreneurs and business owners out there that have businesses or some kind of office or anything where you work out of, that it will agree for me to come out there, and we'll have a little bit of a mobile podcast. I'll come out to you guys, and we'll set up somewhere where you do your work, and maybe even show us around. I don't know. But for the podcast aspect, yeah, I'll come out there and we'll set up there, and I think it'll be cool. There's so many possibilities to where we can host this podcast. Obviously, we got to make sure that the quality is up to par with the video and with the audio, but I'm sure we can figure that out. That's no problem. When there's a will, there's a way. But another idea that I had was, since this is called The Garden Podcast, what other great idea would it be than to have this podcast outside? So all my visual watchers on YouTube, you'll be getting an outside podcast soon. Hopefully. That'd be cool though. That'd be cool. I'm open to a lot of ideas. Whatever works, man. Whatever works, I'm open to it. I hope that whoever I bring onto the podcast can not only help you guys in any way, help you guys resonate with what they had to say or what they're going through. I know we're all going through different things in life, and sometimes, you know what? We're all going through very similar things. And if we can find someone that has learned to deal with certain problems or certain things that maybe you're working or struggling with, hey, I'm happy to that it could help you, and I'm happy that if this is the platform where you can come on and seek guidance or seek any sort of advice, man, that's a blessing right there, you know. So man, if it's even just one person I can reach and help out, or I can reach and even give an idea to, that's a dub right there, you know. But guys, I'm gonna keep this intro nice and short. Like I said in the beginning, I don't want to ramble on. I want to just this is just a little bit of an introduction of who I am. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say in the comments on YouTube of what more you want to see, or what ideas you may have for me for this. You know, like I said, I'm very open minded when it comes to this new project that I'm working on here on this podcast. So if you are watching this on YouTube, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe, and if you're watching this on Spotify, I think on Spotify you follow, so go ahead and follow it. Go ahead and rate the podcast 5 stars. But guys, I'm really trying to make the best possible content for you guys. I've invested a little bit of money into this. If you know me, you know that when I get excited about something, I'll try to go all out as best as I can. So I invested in a few mics. I invested in a camera and some lighting. So I'm taking this real seriously, guys. I'm taking this real seriously. Not too yeah, I'm taking it real seriously, whatever. But guys, I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Garden Podcast. I hope that you guys could follow me along for this journey. If you're watching this, there will be 2 more videos available for you guys to watch after this, and it'll be 2 different guests. So man, go check them out. I'll have them linked in the bio, but if not, I'm sure you could find them through the YouTube channel or through the podcast on Spotify. If you aren't following us on Instagram or on TikTok yet, hey, give us a follow. The TikTok and the Instagram handle are at the Garden PC. The PC is short for podcast, if you didn't know. But at the Garden Podcast, at the Garden PC, I'll have them linked in the bio as well. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I can catch you guys on the next one. And man, keep watering those plants. Keep planting those plants. Don't be afraid to start a new idea. And just be patient with it. You know, be patient with it. Keep it consistent. Keep bringing out the consistency. Be patient, and it'll blossom sooner or later. But have a blessed day, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. That's it, though. It's a wrap.